Hello and welcome everyone to this video titled Optimizing Your Demo Environment as you're working inside of Customer Insights Journeys as part of the workshop that we're going to deliver in this video series. My name is Craig Kreskis and I'm a cloud solution architect here at Microsoft. I want to say thank you so much for investing time on this journey to learn more about Customer Insights Journeys. Now, before we begin, and as you get into the video series, I want to make sure that you are all knowledgeable and aware of some of the tips and tricks on how to optimize your demo environment as you're getting started. These are some of the steps that I do whenever I create a new demo environment, and I just wanted to impart that knowledge onto you. So there are three areas that I always do right out of the gate. Number one, I want to make sure I enable all of the features that are available. Some of them are in public preview, some may not be, but I want to make sure at least you know where to go access that and turn on the ones that are relevant for your customer conversations. Also, you're going to want to add contacts that have usable current email addresses. And so there's a very simple tip that you can use that I do all the time. And then the third is to upload images because you're going to need them as you're creating your channels of emails and text messages and push notifications. So let's get started. The first one I want to talk about is how to enable all those features. Inside of your environment, let's navigate over to the bottom left corner in the area pages and switch from the real-time journeys to the settings area. First, and again, depending on the time of the recording, we'll obviously change what version I'm on versus the one you're looking at on your screen. And all you need to do is turn on the new features. You can also do it over on the left navigation pane where my mouse is. Select on the Turn New Features, and then here, go through the list. I turn on just about every one of these for my demos. So you want to turn on, again, marketing effectiveness. You can read a description of what that feature is, right? I've got Copilot turned on, and then if you scroll here down to the bottom, you can see a little bit more of the features. You can see, for example, under the library, there'll be a smart recommendation for images. So as you're building out an email, Copilot and Customer Insights Journeys will suggest images to use. Scrolling down again, just to show you some of the other areas, lead management, lead scoring, the integrations, etc. Once you're done, you can see on the bottom right, on the top right, make sure you save those changes. That'll take a second. You'll select OK. And then some other areas under the settings, since we're here, let's go ahead under compliance profiles. I always come into the default. Make sure that I've got an address. Again, make sure you have a physical address associated with this. Also, you want to review the consent models. It's good to know in your customer conversations for demo purposes. So again, I update my address. I select Save and Close. And then I'll also go into Journey Settings and enable the time zone that I'm in, just so that when I kick off or initiate a journey, it uses that default. Now I can go into the specific journey and change that. Those are some of the features that I enable and settings. By default, I always go in from a brand new demo environment. Next, let's talk about contacts. And again, there are sample contacts that come in the demo environment. However, they don't all have usable or live email addresses. And you could use your Hotmail, your MSN, your Yahoo, your Gmail account, but I like to use a little more of a professional feel in my examples, and then I'll use in private or incognito browsers to log in as these individuals. A simple and easy way is to go into the admin center, or again, the admin portal, assuming you're using a demo environment that you have admin credentials. Open up active users, and here you can see in the demo environment that I have, we have 25 active users. So I can open up Alan Steiner as an example. I can copy that email address, and then I'll Alt-Tab back into Insights Journeys. I'll open up Contacts. And again, like I said, you have active contacts here. It's just that these are not real email addresses. So when I want to get analytics and metrics off of some of the work I'm doing, it's kind of hard and difficult. So that's what I'll do here. I'll add new. And notice here, I'll just show you the check marks. I put in the first name, last name. I always put in a title because I'm using that as part of my segments and journeys. Put in your, paste in the address. And then I also do the same for city and state. And then if you want, you could use, again, put in a mobile number. Once you're done, save and close. And then if I open up Alan, you can see here under the details, I get a lot of more information about that, and then insights. So as you're building out, again, channels and you're using emails and text messages, you'll get that metrics now because I could log into an in-private browser with that individual. So again, I always put in about 5, maybe 10 email addresses from the admin center. And again, it just gives me the opportunity to interact with these communications. Next and last on the list is to upload images. There aren't any images. And so I always have images at my disposal. Probably you're going to be, depending on the client and the industry, you'll have industry specific images. But if you click on library, you'll see here again, there's nothing in there. I'll select new. Add files. Again, I have these images I've been using for my demo environment. It's a coffee company. And then I also have images from some of the social channels. When I select OK, you can also, again, here's where you can add files. You can tag those before you go ahead and upload them. It's up to you. I did that early on in my experience, but for now I don't necessarily spend too much time there. Once you're ready, you hit upload. Takes a moment here. I got 26 images uploaded. I hit done. And now you could see in my library, I've got images. So that's an easy way to get started. Again, there's 3 elements I find that are just paramount for your success in building out that demo environment. I want to say thank you so much again for your investment in learning more on this journey. Again, my name is Craig, and I look forward to working with you and seeing you on a video again real soon.